Hello, welcome. So we're on BitTorrent token, and what a damn shame. We were looking at what could have been a bullish trend, chickened out when it got to 0.0014, and to be honest with you, when we saw this move here, bounce back down again for the second time, and not really break it, and then fall down behind and kind of go beneath our moving averages, we should have sensed something was up, especially when we got to here and we bounced underneath the 200 EMA. So yeah, Bitcoin fell and dragged all the altcoins with it, and surprisingly to me, it brought down the BitTorrent token. The reason I'm surprised at that is because all the alts were generally suffering, apart from the major alts who were being brought back up. ICOs were suffering big time, and BitTorrent token was kind of holding straight, and in some instances it was actually gaining. So I was actually quite surprised to see this. But now what we can look for and hope for is that if Bitcoin consolidates further, which it probably will, I think we're looking for a sort of still maybe another 20% retracement with Bitcoin as it is right now, maybe a little more over the coming weeks, that would be, and then from there it can really kind of set in some decent accumulation for itself without going crazy. It should help these other coins, altcoins and BitTorrent token, to begin to form themselves a trend. Now, if we go back and we see what happened back here when Bitcoin wasn't. It was relatively stable. It was gaining, but it wasn't going crazy. BitTorrent token took on a life of its own and really did very well indeed, actually. So I'm kind of still holding on for another move like this to pick up where this left off. Because if we remember rightly, this collapse here was when Bitcoin made its way up to 9,000, and that was a large move for Bitcoin back then. And then when it fell, it brought us down with it, and we've never really been able to recover from that. What then sort of appeared to happen is that for Bitcoin specifically, all the money kind of flowed into Bitcoin and out of altcoins and definitely out of BitTorrent token. So we're looking for a bit more cautious investment from traders at this point, once Bitcoin has begun to level out at a lower level, and I'm talking 10,000, maybe in the 9,000s at some point in the next week or so. That's where I'm hoping it's going to head down, because to be honest with you, Bitcoin has gone crazy. Let's have a little look at what Bitcoin's been doing. I mean, this is the hourly chart of Bitcoin, but look where we've been. Look at what we've been doing. I mean, those moves are very strong. When you talk about the amount of money it takes for something like this to take place, I mean that is enormous amounts of money going into that. It's huge volumes, but realistically, not the sort of volume I would expect to see for Bitcoin to really take it any further than that. So this kind of move down was inevitable, and to be honest, I'm expecting further retracement back down. I mean, this is the hourly chart really, so let's have a look at the daily, because it is Bitcoin after all. So yeah, daily chart. What we're looking at here, we've actually bounced from the 7-day close, almost on the dot there, but that support will break. I expect that to break. What we're doing now is we're going through some scalping really. People trying to take profit back. People trying to get back in. Sort of newbie buyers thinking that I'll buy on this dip. I mean, fair play to you, but you go ahead, you buy on a dip, but I wouldn't buy on this dip. Not me personally. No way. The risk and reward for this is too high for a trader. I'm not really, the payoff isn't good enough for me. The sentiment looks like it wants to go down. I expect this to break, maybe even at some point today. And then where we're going to go from there, we're going to have to come back down to around here. We're going to break that 10,000. It's going to have to happen. Break the 10,000 and around 9,500. We'll probably find a really good bounce from 9,500, to be honest. But then I expect consolidation, sideways trading for Bitcoin from there. That will give us, as a BitTorrent token, an opportunity to find our feet and get back up to where we left off on our previous high. So we're going back up to 0.0018. That would be lovely if we could do that, and maybe a little more. If we think about this, we've been trading sideways here for quite a while. We traded sideways here for quite a while too. In actual fact, if we look at it really, I mean, if you really want to think about it, you know, we could afford to trade sideways for quite a bit longer, and maybe even a little further down before we find another move like this, and probably higher. But right now, let's have a look at that. Yeah, it's going down. It's still going down. Yeah, we're looking to continue our downwards move. I expect us to find a bounce. We've already found a bounce around 0.00114. That's probably our lowest level, for not our actual lowest level, but a decent level for another bounce. We'll probably find another bounce there. If that were to break, we're probably going to find our way down to 0.011 and maybe 0.001050. That would probably be the lowest point for me, 0.001050, and that should be a very, very, very significant support. I'll pop that in here. That would be around here. That would be our last stand. If that were to break, then yeah, well, you know, we're in trouble. But at the moment, we're trending beneath all the moving averages. MACD is down, RSI is sort of at the bottom, but moving up. I think everything to me tells me that we're going to go down a little further, and probably bounce here. But if we don't bounce there, this would cause a large bounce and a decent support. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day, and stick your notifications on for daily updates. Take it easy. Thanks. Goodbye.